no port in sight. Sailed through storm and sailed through flame, lost a few and kept some names. Deck is worn and so am I, still I watch the sky. Limbs' lights are far behind, no more ghosts upon my mind, just the roll of endless blue and something almost true. Sea once roared and sea once cried, now she moves like turning tide. Where the sea goes quiet and wide, there's no need for fear or pride. No more racing wind or foam, just horizon, just a home. Where the sea goes still and deep, there's no debt for her to keep. If I drift and fade from view, let it be beneath this blue. Life spent or maybe less, count don't matter, I confess. Every scar and every line, salt and thyme are mine. Cook no more and blade at rest, hands unclenched against my chest. If I've given what I could, then it's understood. Sea was never full nor bright, only vast and open tide. Where the sea goes quiet and slow, that's the only path I know. Not to conquer, not to flee, just to let it carry me. Where the sea meets fading light, there I'll stand until the night. No more battle left to prove, only tide and gentle move. Where the sea goes quiet, there I'll be. No storm tonight, just sea. Deck lies quiet under gray, wind has nothing left to say. No shout, no song, no clash of steel, only what the tides reveal. Limbs' lights long out of sight, past the edge of fading night. I stand where sky and water meet, salt and wood beneath my feet. All the storms I've sailed before feel smaller than this silent shore. Beyond the horizon white, that's where all my ghosts reside. Every laugh and every cry drifts where sea and memory lie. Beyond the horizon pale, past the reach of rope and sail. If I stare long enough, I see all the things that sailed with me. Nine lives spent on foam and flame, lost a few, forgotten forgot some names. Sea took more than it returned, left me with what I have learned. Tail hangs still in salted air, claws rest light without a care. Cook or fight, a rank or none, all are small beneath the sun. Ocean never swore to stay, it only takes and slips away. Beyond the horizon blue lie the men I once knew. Lantern light beneath the foam, far from dock and far from home. Beyond the horizon thin lie the wars we didn't win, but still the tide runs under me, and still I choose the sea. If I ever find dry land, will it know this salted hand? Beyond the horizon far, past the last and fading star, if I vanish in the foam, let the sea be called my home. Beyond the horizon line, where the dark and daylight twine, I will stand until I'm gone, watching where the sea rolls on. The sea rolls on. Stand to where I stand fast. Spray melts from winds in iron sway, links the lights far astern, no calm sea for us to earn. Salt in fur and steel in hand, we sail no gentle merchant band. From galley flame to cannon roar, the Bismarck's heart is forged in war. Hold the line and brace the mast, scoreboard death we hold our fast. Bismarck of the maelstrom wide, claws and cutlass at her side. Through the thunder, through the gale, no aim alive can make us fail. Bismarck of the raging sea, Linz's wrath and pride are we. Raise the black and let it fly. We sail, we fight, we never by trade, but blade by need. When decks run red, we all must bleed. Galley smoke and powder flame, battle taste the same. Ears to wind and tail to storm, 9 lives born in pirate form. If Leviathan wakes below, we'll calm our let and in it go. Grip the rope and fear no cry. Better salt than rod and lie. Bismarck of the maelstrom wide, light and hard and turning tide. Cannon fire and roaring crew, there's no sleep if you can. Masts lie split against the sky. No more storm and no more cry. Deck is quiet, guns are still. Sea has had its fill. Lanterns gone and sails are torn. Night feels longer than the morn. Lay your head on salted wood. You did all you could. Sleep by the broken mast tonight. Storm has spent its bitter fight. Rock and sway on wounded sea. Rest your weary memories. Sleep by the broken mast and dream of harbor lights and calmer stream. Let the tide move slow and deep. Even sailors need their sleep. Bosun's rope still trails the side. No one left for him to chide. Captain stares at empty foam. Half a crew and half a home. Cook's fire cold and hands still shake. More than splinters hearts can break. 9 lives don't mend what's lost. Sea don't count the cost. Sleep by the broken mast and rest. Salt and sorrow in your chest. If the dark should call your name, answer not, remain. Sleep by the broken mast till dawn. Grief for those the tide has drawn. When the sun climbs pale and fast, we will rise from what has passed. If you hear the water sigh, it's not the storm, it's goodbye. Sleep by the broken mast a while. Let the sea forget its trial. When the morning finds the foam, we'll still try to sail for home. Crack the spine, read the sign. Cleaned a catch at break of dawn. Silver scales on deck were drawn. Split the spine and laid it bare. Crew all leaned in close to stare. Every bone a crooked line, like a chart of fate and brine. Captain laughed and spat his ale. Cook's gone mad from rotten whale. But I've seen storms before they rise in empty sockets, hollow eyes. Fish bones tell and fish bones know where the hidden currents flow. Crack and twist and point to sea, fortunes written silently. Fish bones tell, so hold your breath. They whisper luck or sudden death. Laugh if you must, but mark the day when bone and tide will have their say. Bosun's bone bent sharp and tight means we sail through storm tonight. Cabin boys lay split in two, bad sign for a foolish crew. Mine lay crescent moon means I'll meet my end too soon. Or maybe just a broken pan, hard to read a fishbone's plan. Fishbones tell and fishbones grin, hide their truth beneath the skin. Sea don't speak in sailor's tongue, it speaks through what the nets have rung. Fishbones tell and fishbones gleam, sharper far than captain's scheme. When the mast begins to groan, you'll wish you'd listen to the bone. Storm came hard by midnight bell, wave rose high and cracked the swell. Captain glanced with narrowed eye, cook, what did the bones imply? Fishbones tell and fishbones laugh, fortunes written rough and half. Whether doom or whether gain, we sail again and again. Hey! Fishbones tell and we don't flee, Bismarck writes the prophecy. If the bones say sink or soar, we'll test their truth upon the shore. No shout, no splash. Wasn't storm and wasn't fight, just a rail and fading light. Foot slipped once on salted grain, then he wasn't there again. No great roar and no wild cry, just a blink beneath the sky. Hand reached out but caught the rain, foam took his name. Foam took his name from the deck, left no mark and left no wreck. Sea don't pause and sea don't play. Foam took his name. Foam took his laugh from the air, left the wind an empty stare. Roll and swirl it all the same. Foam took his name. Still worn beside the mast, dice still set from final cast. Boot prints fading in the spray, like he'd never stayed. Kept and spoke no word at all, bosun stared at empty wall. I sent a plate though it was vain. Foam took his name. Foam took his name in the night, stole him from the lantern light. No carved stone and no acclaim. Foam took his name. Foam took his place in the line. Soldier race, the simple sign. Sea don't honor loss or fame. Foam took his name. Nine lives mean nothing here when the quiet comes near. Foam took his name. She calls, she keeps. Met a girl on Limsequay, soft hands not meant for sea. She laughed at scars and salted fur, said the ocean made me blur. But when the tide began to rise, I saw the warning in her eyes. For every time I choose the foam, the sea reminds me where's my home. She don't shout and she don't plead, she just answers every need. Jealousy, she takes her share, salt in lungs and wind in hair. Love on land may hold me tight, but she owns me every night. Jealousy, cold and white, pulls me back with every tide. If I linger on the shore, she'll rise and take me once more. Me once beneath the mast, said don't let this be your last. But hull began to groan and creak, and I felt the ocean speak. Storm rolled in without a sound, darkness thick and sky unbound. Was it weather, was it chance, or jealousy's cold romance? Land may warm and land may sing, sea will always claim her thing. Jealousy, foam and brine, marks my soul in every line. If I give my heart ashore, she'll break the hull and roar for more. Jealousy, iron bright, keeps her sailors at her side. Call her cruel or call her true, she'll outlast me and you. 9 lives ain't enough to flee from a love like jealousy. Jealousy, hear me now, I have given oath and vow. Take the salt and take the foam, but leave me one safe home. Jealousy, if I must roam, let me drift, but let me roam. If I fall beneath your blue, know I always belong to you. Jealousy. One more before the tide turns. Lanterns low and floorboards side, night has thinned to silver sky. Boots by door and coat half warm, ship will sail at dawn. Hail runs flat and laughter's gone, cards lie still where they were thrown. Every face I know too well, every tale will never tell. Dockside bell will ring too soon, morning steals the night from moon. Last mug before the dawn, before the shore is gone. Raise it slow and drink it deep, for promises we cannot keep. Last mug before the tide, before the ropes are tied. If we sail and don't return, let this memory burn. Somewhere beyond the quay, maybe dreams of someone not me. Sea don't ask and sea don't wait, ship decides my fate. Tail still knows yes tonight, claws don't flash in lantern light. Cook or fool or something more, I'll walk that wooden floor. Captain Shadow on the stair, morning creeping in the air. Last mug before the foam, before we call it home. Clink the glass and meet my eye, no need to ask me why. Last mug before we go, before the harbor glow. If the sea should take my name, remember me the same. 9 lives sound like plenty still, but dawn comes whether or no will. Last mug before the dawn, night is nearly gone. Raise it high and let it fall, for the sea that claims us all. Last mug before the sail, before the morning pale. If I vanish in the blue, I drank this one with you. No ghosts cry, no stars burn. Sail I still in iron black, no wind before and none at back. Water smooth like hammered steel, too quiet for a sailor's feel. Then far ahead the ocean broke, like something vast beneath it woke. Wave without a storm to blame, crew all whispered one dark name. Hold the line and speak no jest, some old gods don't take requests. Leviathan's wake runs wide, shadow rolling with the tide. Claws and cannon, steel and flame, still we sail and speak its name. Leviathan's wake runs deep, where the drowned no longer sleep. If it rises from below, let it taste the Bismarck's bow. Cook I am and cook I stay, but blade rides near if comes the day. Salt and fur and fear in lung, every prayer on every tongue. Captain's eyes on darkened seam, no man laughs and none dare dream. 9 lives I, but none to spare, when the sea itself lays bare. Grip the rail and brace your feet, if it comes we do not retreat. Leviathan's wake runs cold, must break the Bismarck too. Water bulged and timbers cried. Something vast moved at our side. Not a fin nor scale we saw, only sea in silent awe. Leviathan's wake may rise, black as night in moonless skies, but claws and steel and hearts of flame still will carve a pirate's name. Leviathan's wake, beware, limbs of sons and daughters dare. If you hunger for the deep, you'll choke on what we keep. Hush now, deck is still tonight. Lanterns low and stars burn bright. Storm has passed beyond the foam. Sea is quiet as a home. Lay your head by coil and rope. Dream of ducks and tavern smoke. Limsa's lights across the bay wait for us at break of day. Sleep, lad, sleep. Let the tide its promise keep. Rock and roll, soft and slow, where the gentle waters go. Sleep, lad, sleep. No more watch for you to keep. Moon above and hull below. Drift where silver currents flow. Cooks fires low and knives are still. No more rum and no more thrill. Even fiercest hearts must rest. Salted sea within their chest. Tail curl tight against the cold. 9 lives ain't for staying bold. Even cats must close their eyes when night lays down the sky. Sleep, lad, sleep. Dream of loves you swore to keep. Hear the gull and harbor bell, where tomorrow's stories dwell. Sleep, lad, sleep. Let the ocean's secrets keep. When the dawn comes pale and thin, we'll face the storm again. If the tide should call your name, it will whisper just